Hey everybody, I hope you're having a good day. My name is Cassandra Solano and I'm a licensed clinical social worker in the state of California, and I'm a conscious relationship coach. And today I want to talk about why sometimes there are risks in healing and in change. And one of them is that people that were in your life or that fit your life or that fit into your life don't maybe fit anymore. So there are risks in changing. Some of those risks are that we do outgrow people. Some of them are that we do get clarity and insight on our relationships, which is what we're looking for. But sometimes we don't like the answer that we find, because sometimes we find that what we were accepting or kind of settling for whatever reason, is no longer like in alignment with us. We find that people in our lives maybe aren't, in alignment with our values, that maybe we were having to compromise a lot of our truth and our authenticity and who we were to keep these people around, or that we just kind of accepted them into our lives or however they treated us because it was kind of better than being alone. And it's really, really like some tough love here, is that as you're growing and healing, connecting more with your truth, with your values, with who you are and what you stand for, that some relationships may fall away. Some relationships may need boundaries drawn around them. Some relationships may require some tough conversations. And sometimes those relationships don't have a foundation of safety and respect to withhold those tough conversations. So I just want to say that doing this personal exploration work can be risky. And sometimes we sense that maybe if we do this work, we are going to have to leave that marriage or that job, or maybe a lot of our friends, are living a certain lifestyle that we don't want to live anymore. And this goes against our most primal instinct, our most primal way that we've known how to survive, which is to stay connected with our community. Back a long time ago, if you were out in the wild, you were much more likely to not survive for many reasons alone than if you were with your tribe, your community, your family. So when we are talking about even thinking about looking at an issue, even thinking about setting a boundary, even thinking about having a hard conversation with someone that's close to us that may possibly potentially result in an argument, in a rupture in that relationship, in potentially that relationship ending, our primal brain that helps us survive is so brilliant. It's like, we're not talking about that. We're not going to have that conversation. And then we get stuck in what looks like settling for years, but settling is just survival, and I say that with a lot of compassion as somebody who settled herself, for many, many years, that at the moment that relationship I got into was the very best decision that I could make for everything that I had already experienced in my life, for the trauma that I had already experienced in my life. Before I met my ex-husband, I was in trigger warning, an extremely abusive relationship. I was almost beaten to death, choked out to death, threatened, and my family's lives were threatened on numerous occasions. So when my ex-husband came along and he didn't physically hurt me, I thought, oh, here's my knight in shining armor. But it turned out that he was emotionally abusive, and it wasn't a healthy relationship either. But at the time, boy, oh boy, he had like a job and a truck, and he didn't put his hands on me, and I didn't know better. And I was such in my own PTSD response that I like grabbed onto him because I thought I needed that for survival. And it wasn't until I was years into my own healing journey that I realized I actually don't even need a relationship at all to survive. But that is a whole other story. So I just want to share a little bit more about my story and kind of why I do what I do, because I know some of you are out there just trying to survive, that you have these nervous systems that are built for protection, that you have these brains that are so brilliantly trying to keep you safe by keeping you the same or keeping you stuck and maybe in relationships that aren't healthy for you. So no judgment. I want to send you a lot of love and compassion today, and I hope that you can extend some of that to yourself. All right, my loves, I will talk to you later. Bye.